We are genetically different. I read this book one time, and it said that, I don't know if you guys remember this, for a while there was like this whole study thing going on, that the theory was, the only reason that boys and girls are different is the way that they are socialized. Whatever. How many of you have ever raised children? No, I did not give my boy guns, ever. I was shot with a banana more times than I can count. My daughter never once assaulted me with fruit, ever. My son, you're dead. What they did with these kids, I'm not making this up, is this theory was a study. Really smart people, college educated. They put children, boys, 4 and 5-year-old boys, in a room with a big dollhouse, some baby dolls, and a carriage to not nurture their feminine sides. Within 5 minutes, the boys had figured out how to transform the baby carriage into a catapult, and they were launching the babies over the dollhouse. See, the thing is, the boys, when they're born, are pre-programmed with certain questions in their heads that women will never ask. I will share these questions with you. These are the questions that a boy asks. Number 1, I wonder what would happen if I set that on fire. This also applies to animals. Little girls are like, oh, isn't this little kitty cute? Don't you just want to cuddle him? And little boys are like, I believe he might be flammable. Another question that little boys ask that girls would never ask is, I wonder how long this will live if. They're like grabbing grasshoppers and bugs and putting them in a jar, screwing the lid down and go, let's see what happens now. The girl's like, aren't you going to put holes in it? And they're like, why? I'm running an experiment. Of course, the penultimate question for a little boy to ask is, I wonder how long this will live if I set it on fire. That's why every ant is in danger of being burned to death with a magnifying glass, even as we speak. You don't see little girls out there doing that. If a little boy does it, he's called a boy. If a little girl does it, she's a future serial killer. It's true. Oh my gosh, other questions that boys ask. And you know this is true. Boys ask, even as they get older, they look at things and they say, I wonder if I could do that and not die. If you have a patio cover and a swimming pool, every boy in the world has looked at that like this. I can make it. You know how this is true? I can prove that it's true that boys ask that question. You know what the evidence is? Hang gliding, skydiving, and the X Games. They're all based on, can I do this and not die? Of course, if it gets really kind of risky, then the question changes a little bit. And boys begin to ask, I wonder if I could get my little brother to do this and he will not die. That's why people used to have big families, because big brothers were killing off little brothers left and right. Oh, come on, you all did it. You know why fireworks are illegal in most of California? Because of little brothers. Here, Timmy, hold this in your mouth and see what happens.